Om Sri Sai Ram. In previous classes, we have learnt various techniques of finding derivatives of various functions. We have mastered it in such a way that if the function is really derivable, we can find its derivative, however complicated it is. We have learned various techniques in that particular chapter. Now, we are going to study about applications of derivatives. Various methods which we have learned there will come to our rescue while solving problems in various situations. What is derivative? It is nothing but rate of change of one variable with respect to other variable. It can be the rate of change of volume in terms of time. It can be rate of change of area with respect to a dimension. It can be anything for that matter. Here in this first exercise in application, we are going to come across various situations and we will see how we are able to use what we have learned in the previous chapter. Let us begin with the first problem, which happens to be a very simple problem in order to understand what exactly we are going to do throughout this particular lesson. So, let us begin with the first problem, which says find the rate of change of area of a circle. He is asking us to find out rate of change of area of circle with respect to the radius r when r is equal to 3 and r is equal to 4. The formula for area of circle is given by A equal to pi r square. He is asking us to find out rate of change of area with respect to radius. So, differentiate both sides with respect to radius r. So, it is dA by dr is equal to pi being a constant, put it outside, it is ddr of r square. What is dd of r square? It is same like ddx of x square, that is 2x, here it is 2r, so we get 2 pi r. This is dA by dr. He is asking us what will be the rate of change of area if r is 3. So, substitute r equal to 3, you are going to get dA by dr at r equal to 3 is, in place of r you write 3, you get 6 pi. Since it is area, we say square centimeters with respect to radius, which is also centimeter. In the same problem, the second case, if the radius is changed from 3 to 4, find out. So, it is going to be dA by dr when r is equal to 4. In place of r you substitute 4, you will get 8 pi square centimeters per centimeter. So, what did we learn here? We have learned how we can measure the change in area when the radius is changed. Radius is called independent variable, area is called dependent variable because area is depending upon the radius. As you are changing radius, area is changing. We will go to the next problem. The problem reads that an edge of a variable cube. We have come across various geometrical figures in our lower classes. Cube is a 3-dimensional geometrical object in which all the 3 dimensions, that is length, width and height, are equal. So, he is talking about a cube. Each surface of a cube is a square, and for each edge of a square, the sides are equal. So, we are talking about cube, and the problem says an edge of a variable cube is increasing at the rate of 3 centimeter per second. You can assume the edge either as L or X, that is up to you. So, let us see this problem. Let each edge of a variable cube be X. We are assuming that each edge is X. What will be the surface? Surface will be X square because it is going to be a square. And he says this length of the side is changing. Changing with respect to what? It is changing with respect to time. So, what he has given is 3 centimeter per second is dx by dt. He is asking how fast is the volume of the cube increasing when the edge is 10 centimeter long. We know that when one dimension increases, simultaneously the area will increase, simultaneously volume also will increase. He is asking what is the change in volume, what is the rate of change of volume. So, go back to the formula of volume of cube. Volume of cube is given by x cube because we are taken each side as x. So, it is x cube, x into x into x is x cube is the volume. He is asking us to find out what is change in the volume with respect to time. So, differentiate both sides with respect to t equal to d dt of x cube. d dt of volume is equal to d dt of x cube. So, this we will get dv by dt equal to, look at the other side, the variable is x and change is t. We cannot differentiate x with respect to t. So, what do? We change it as d dx of x cube into dx by dt. What is d dx of x cube? It is 3x square, and this dx by dt he has given rate of change of each edge with respect to time is given. So, substitute that value here, and now he wants this dv by dt when x is 10. So, find out dv by dt. X is equal to 10. So, this becomes 3 into 10 square into 3, 900 cubic centimeter per second. This is the answer. So, in this particular manner, we have measured rate of change of volume with respect to rate of change of time. So, here with respect to time, volume has changed when the change is made in the dimension. In one dimension when you made a change, simultaneously the change has occurred in volume. Let us move to the next problem. The next problem is a very practical problem, very interesting problem, which reads, a balloon. I am sure you all enjoyed blowing the balloons when you are very young, or even now when there is an opportunity, whenever there is a function, when in order to decorate we use balloons and we blow balloons. And we know in general we assume, not exactly, but we assume that the shape of the balloon is spherical. Sometimes it is elliptical also, and sometimes it comes in various shapes and sizes. But in general, the balloon is considered to be spherical. Okay? So, as we blow air into it, it expands. So, the problem is based upon that. He says a balloon which always remains spherical on inflation is being inflated by pumping in 900 cubic centimeters of gas per second. What is given? He has given change of volume 900 cubic centimeters. What do you measure in cubic units? We measure volume. So, it is dV by dt. He says find the rate at which the radius of the balloon increases. When you increase the radius, volume increases, or in other terms, when volume increases, the radius of the balloon increases. He is asking us find out what is the rate of change of radius. So basically we want to find out what is dr by dt. And this dr by dt we want to find out when r is 15. So again a very simple formula, but now we will be using formula for volume of sphere. How do we write volume of sphere? By using this formula, volume of sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. What is that we want to find out? Rate of change of radius with respect to time. So the variable is time. With respect to time, we are finding out. So differentiate both sides with respect to time. Differentiating with respect to time. So left side when you do, you get dV by dt is equal to 4 by 3 is constant, pi is also constant, put them outside, and it is ddt of r cube. This dV by dt is given, so substitute its value 4 by 3 pi as it is ddt of r cube. I am sure by now you have learnt how to find derivative of one variable with respect to other. It is not r but with respect to t, so it will become 3r square into dr by dt. He says find this dr by dt when radius is 15. So substitute r equal to 15, so it will become 900 equal to 4 by 3 pi into 3 into r square. R is 15, so into 15 into 15 into dr by dt. Simplify, this 3 and 3 cancels, 15 60s are 90, 15 4s are 60, 4 and 4 get cancelled, nothing is left except pi. So that pi you bring it to this side, it will become 1 by pi is equal to dr by dt. In other words, dr by dt is measured in terms of 1 by pi centimeter per second. So this is the answer. So I am sure you finding them very easy, because we are finding out rate of change of one quantity with respect to another quantity. Let us move to the last problem before we close this introductory part of this particular lesson, the fourth problem. Fourth problem is a very, very interesting problem. The problem goes like this: a ladder which is 5 meters long is leaning against a wall. I am sure you have come across this kind of situations at home. And you also remember some pranks which you would have played with your brothers when he is climbing. You try to pull it away from the wall, and the ladder shakes and he shouts and screams, and there is a fight between the brothers. So it is more or less a situation like this. The problem says a ladder which is 5 meters long is leaning against a wall. The bottom of the ladder is being pulled away on the ground, away from the wall at the rate of 2 centimeters per second. Just imagine that this is a wall, and let us say here is a ladder. The length of the ladder is 5 meters. Let us say this is the part where the ladder is touching the ground. This is the wall, this is the ground. Assume that this AB is equal to x and this BC is equal to y. You can see a right triangle and immediately what comes to your mind? Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem says? X square plus y square equal to 5 square. What way it is useful? It is useful to find one variable in terms of the other variable. You can find x in terms of y, you can find y in terms of x by using this relation. What else he has given? He says that this ladder which is resting at A is being pulled away. So, he has given rate of change of x, and what is the rate of change of x according to him? It is dx by dt is 2 centimeter. Remember that length is in meters, this is in centimeters per second. What will happen if the ladder is pulled away? Automatically it will come down. The height y will decrease. He is asking in what rate the height will decrease. The second part of the problem is how fast is its height on the wall decreasing when the foot of the ladder is 4 meter away from the wall. We want to find out dy by dt. We want to find out dy by dt when x is equal to 4. This is our question. How to solve? Very simple. This problem is more or less like implicit function which we have studied. Differentiate both sides, because specifically neither x is expressed in terms of y nor y is expressed in terms of x. Together they are being expressed. If you wish, you can always express it one in terms of the other, but directly we can do. So, let us say we call it 1, we say differentiating equation 1 either side with respect to time t. So, differentiate both sides with respect to t, you get d dt of x square plus y square equal to d dt of 25. 25 being a constant, it is 0, so the right hand side is 0. How do we differentiate x square with respect to t? We change it to d dx of x square, which is 2x dx by dt plus 2y dy by dt. These two can be cancelled by taking common. So, we are left with x dx by dt plus y dy by dt equal to 0, in which dx by dt is known. So, substitute, and he has also said find dy by dt when x is equal to 4. So, substitute 4 dx by dt, he has given it as 2 plus y. How do you find y? He has given that x is equal to 4. If x is 4, hypotenuse is 5, we can say that the perpendicular will be 3. So, y value is 3, dy by dt equal to 0, hence dy by dt is equal to, take 4 into 8 other side, you will get minus 8 by 3 centimeter per second. So, in this particular manner, we are able to solve these problems without much difficulty when one variable is changing with respect to other variable. So, with this, we come to close of this particular session. We will take up some difficult problems in continuation of this particular lesson in the next. Thank you. Sai Ram.